Hi everyone, my name is Pilot Build Cities, but you can call me Pilot. Welcome back to Jetzburg. In today's episode, we are going to see if we've grown too fast for our city services. These issues should be addressed before we grow our region more, otherwise we may run into some major issues down the road. With hard work, budget management, and service upgrades, we will hopefully be able to reverse several issues that are impacting our city and the happiness of our citizens. Our garbage collection is not keeping up with the demand of the city, and our small coal power plant is suffering. It's currently only operating at 52% efficiency due to piled up garbage and improper mail handling. Traffic continues to bottleneck in several different areas of the city, and our schools continue to be completely full. Our education is not keeping up with the demands of our city. Finally, our citizen happiness, while not low, could definitely be higher.
Jetzburg by the sea, where dreams are born and hope is free.
The first thing I'm going to do is relocate the landfill. I just honestly made it too small. So we're going to lay out a few extra roads here, and we're going to give ourselves lots of space to move it. So we're going to turn Anarchy on and move this. And unfortunately, all the processing buildings that we placed, they do get a little scattered around. So unfortunately, it does cost us some money to move those. But we'll make this area quite large. And again, using Anarchy, we can make basically the landfill larger than the circle that is normally the normal boundary, thanks to the power of mods, which is really helpful. So we'll get these moved and also get the buildings moved. I did try to use Move It, but unfortunately, we have to pay. It costs about 4,500 each to move them. So it does kind of eat into our budget a little bit. A little bit later, we will probably pause and run the city for a little bit just to get a little bit more money into our budget. But yeah, for now, we'll get these moved out of here, and that should start solving our garbage problems. For now, we're just going to work on a few traffic fixes using the lane connector tool. This intersection had to reset because you couldn't turn left, I believe it was, or something like that, and the buses were getting all confused. So just going to put some wider sidewalks here as well, get the parked cars out of the way. Next, we're going to focus on this intersection here. The first thing we're going to do is come into the road builder mod, and we're going to add an extra lane here on the one side, just so that we have a little bit of space for some more vehicles and dedicated lanes. Then I'm going to remove the crosswalks that we don't need, and then we're going to come into the lane connectors, remove any sort of roads we don't, directions we don't want, and make sure that we have some dedicated lanes going left and right. Now for the priorities tool, I did make a mistake in the last episode. In order to use this tool properly, you need to select the priority or yield first, and then select the lane, and then that'll function the way you want. Found some issues with this junction, so I fixed them by adding in a right-hand turn here. We didn't have that. Something to be careful with when using this mod, but yeah, that looks like this traffic will start to flow a lot better. Next, I'm going to displace an elementary school while we can afford it, and add in the extension wings. And then as well, we're going to look at some of the city policies, and I think you have to select, yeah, I think it's the neighborhood. We'll add the recycling and electricity consumption, and hopefully that'll help our coal power plant produce more power and export it. So since we're using mods, I decided to add the ore resource tool here, because we need some coal as another thing, and this will help have it produced locally, and then it can be brought right over to our coal power plant, and it should also reduce the cost of operating that power plant, so that'll work well. So we'll grab our industry area here, coal mining, and I'll just tuck that here in the corner, and we'll make out this whole zone all around the city here, or not the city here, this area. Oh man. And then using the better bulldozer, I can take off the fences, and we can kind of blend these two together. And maybe a little bit later when we come back for a detailing time lapse, we'll get this whole area kind of smooth together. But for now, we'll just place the fence around it. So next, we're going to run the city on high speed for a little bit, and we'll get some money back into our bank, and then when we come back after that, we'll do some live play and continue building up our city. So we've managed to hit the big town milestone, which is great. We've locked the loan limit. We have the high density housing available now, but I sort of cheated by using Find It, so we have it available to us already. Alright, so we managed to generate a lot of cash by letting the city run. I did it for about 10-15 minutes on a higher speed, so it's really good to see we're making lots of money per hour. In terms of our taxes as well, just wanted to point out that I've moved everything to 12 except for office, and that should hopefully leave a little bit of office demand available for us as well. So yeah, overall it looks not too bad. There's a couple of car accidents I think out there. If we look at our services budgets, yeah, we left everything at 100%, so that definitely helped make us some money. But I think before we get too far into anything else, we are just going to place down the road services depot as well. Something I kind of neglected to mention, that we would also need this as well. So let's get that placed, maybe even just right here. This is kind of turning into a little bit of a services complex. I think later on when we bring in some rail, which hopefully will be soon, I will definitely get that placed over here. So. And what else do I have for you? A little bit of traffic there. We are kind of seeing a little bit of influx here and there. Let's just kind of take a look what's happening down here. It looks like this bus is trying to cross over a couple lanes. So once they maybe figure that out, yeah, a little despawn happened there. That's too bad. But we kind of had most of that traffic fixed there. One other fix I did forget to do was just over here on the highway. We decided, well, I decided, we're just going to pause. We're going to delete this road connection here. It is not helping us at all. So I don't think we need the connection that close to the highway anymore. It's probably something that should have been removed a long time ago. But anyways, we'll give this, let's give this the asymmetric upgrade for now. And we'll have it go the other way. And I think that should work here. And then we just need to turn off the traffic light that is there. And I think even if we just edit the junction a tiny little bit, you know, we're going to have unsafe and no U-turns. And so hopefully, yeah, everyone will just kind of continue through, and that should clear up here in just a second. So, but we're going to come back over to this area. I think next what we need to do is place in another high school. So we have the money for it. We're actually going to use the urban high school, and I'm going to place that just down over here because that's going to give us a lot of spaces, and I think it fits well on this corner with our chic neighborhood that we built in the last episode. We are going to put the extension wing on and the park as well right away. It's going to eat up some of our budget again, but this also helps with some citizen well-being. You can kind of see now that our citizen happiness has improved quite a bit. So we've got reliable mail service going. They are a little upset about the taxes, but you know, everything else is kind of balancing out really well. So I'm really pleased to see that. Also, we're going to come through and we're going to unlock the college because we're going to need that next. What we're going to actually do there is just not really cheat, but we're just going to take a small loan just to kind of help us along here a little bit. So we're going to take one of 500,000. We'll accept that. We're going to unlock one more tile right about here. We'll purchase that, and then we're going to just sort of finish off this little grid that never got finished. As we were kind of building along the tile boundary there earlier. So let's get this road placed here, and we'll get this one snapped right into there as well. We'll grab our college, and actually we're going to extend this road out a little bit first here. We do start to slope quite a bit here, so I want to make sure we don't have a slopey college. So let's have that placed there, and then we'll just frame that with a little bit of some roads as well, just so we have some good access. And then we can also probably put some housing here as well. But if we kind of pop into our education tab now, you can see for the most part, looks like we're well covered now. I think while we have the money, or maybe we don't. Extension wing is kind of expensive. Never mind. We're at least kind of caught up now in education so far. We are in need of the university. We'll see if we get that in this episode. If not, we'll come back to that a little bit later. While we wait for a little bit more cash to generate again, let's just look at a tiny bit of expansion now that things are kind of sitting in a better place. We do have some pretty high demands for everything. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to come into Find It, and we're going to grab us some mixed use buildings. Pilot can never talk, sorry. So let's grab the medium ones, and we're going to grab the 6x6, I believe it was. No, can't go the other way. Right, so we'll do 6x6 level 1, And I'm going to grab the EU left first. And I really like the design of this building. I think it looks a lot better than some of the North American mixed use. They just tend to look a little sad looking over there. So maybe later on too, if we need to, during a detailing time lapse, well, again, we're trying to wait for some money to come in. We might look at replacing some of the colors on those buildings. But anyways, we'll get this one placed over here as well, and then we'll just kind of look at how many buildings we can fit in the middle. So we'll get one there, and depending on if the zoning wants to play nicely, looks like it won't quite fit there, but that's okay. We can use Move It. And the great thing, if you're using the beta version of Move It now, we do have the option to hold control, and you do get that nice, really precise movements. You can even kind of zoom in really close and see what we have here. And also, not that it needs to do it, but if you Control H, you can now set things to the other height. So thank you again to the modders for that. Really appreciate having the functionalities of Move It Expand. I think what we'll also do, maybe we won't have... Oh, no thank you, Snow. What we will have here as well is maybe have a little bit of some extra parking in the back, but let's kind of continue building this around. So let's grab the same building again. We'll use the picker mod, another great one. Place that there. And then I think we'll grab the corner unit again. And that actually looks like it fits well along there. And then we'll kind of just keep placing them until we kind of are happy with how many buildings we have. And we can probably fit another one there in just a second. But again, we'll grab Move It, zoom in nice and close, hold Control, and we can sort of just nicely line these up nice and close. Right. Almost right there. Sometimes you gotta let go before you let go of Control. Things get a little bit jumpy. Keep in mind it is a beta version, but there we go. As long as I don't jump the gun, it's a little bit better. But then yeah, we'll grab another one that should tuck in perfectly there. And I think I'm happy with that. I think that's looking really nice. We can definitely do some nice designs right here in the middle. I think what we will do is we'll first get some parking laid out. So let's grab, we can maybe try and find a little bit at the middle. We could eyeball it. I think that looks about right there. Let's take that all the way down to almost the road, but we're gonna make sure that doesn't hook up to this main road because we don't want a bunch of traffic going through here. And then I wonder if we look for any existing vehicle paths in the other buildings, but I think everything... Yeah, it doesn't look like anything really comes around, except for maybe there. Let's see if we have any paths along there. Doesn't look like it, even though it looks like there should be vehicle access in there, but maybe if we just draw it in, it'll work. So let's do the 2 direction. Is that 1 lane? Let's grab this one. See if we can sort of sneak that through there. Maybe we'll have to use the 1 lane one instead. Again, I don't really want vehicles coming off that road, so you know what? We're gonna step away and leave it there. So if we grab our net lanes as well, we can put a nice fence around. I've been liking this brick one here. I find it kind of changes the least out of all of them, so we'll kind of fence it off a little bit. We want to kind of leave some access, but let's run the fence there all the way down to here. There, and then we'll kind of bring it back even just right up to there for now, and then we can kind of get our surface down here as well. And that should hopefully start to look a little bit better. There, and then let's run another one just down the side of the building. Come on. Be here. And I think we're going to leave these the green color. I think that's looking really nice. But yeah, when we come back for a little bit of detailing a little bit later on, we can definitely look at some other options there. Yeah, and I think we'll also maybe look at putting some park space in behind, but we could even maybe try and duplicate what we have here on the other side a little bit. So let's see what we have again for some roads, buildings. Let's grab the corner unit to start. And we might want this is the right, so maybe let's grab the left instead. Place that one, place it there for now, and then let's just see, if we use Move It, can we kind of just tuck it better into this corner? It's really nice that the surface extends quite a bit, but let's see how close we can sort of tuck that, maybe even there. And then let's try and just straighten that out with this road here a little bit. Maybe right up to there. Looks like it'll work. Tiny bit? Yeah. Like that there, and then we can actually kind of make some adjustments on the corner here a little bit later. But then we can also again grab our other 6x6 building. We'll place another one there. And then I think we could probably round it off with the right building again. Haha, the right building. On the right corner, in the right spot. to make it work. And I think it would be a missed opportunity if we didn't also maybe do the same thing here as well. I'm really loving these buildings, so that's why I'm using a lot of them. And they're... Oh, nice. New signature building available. Let's see. There's going to be a bit of a gap there, but I think we'll probably leave that as is for now. Maybe a little bit later in the detailing again, we can kind of sort out a few options for behind there. Well, we have a little bit of influx going on again, which is not surprising. So we're seeing a little bit of traffic that should ebb and flow as time goes on. We are making lots of money here right now. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to go into a bit of a building and detailing time lapse. And we'll definitely kind of try and polish off this area a little bit here. And then hopefully we can save up some money and get our university finally. It is quite expensive. And our college is kind of starting to run a little full. So maybe we'll have to unfortunately bite the bullet for now and upgrade that first before we get anything else. But yeah, if we get another milestone, let's see, we might get a little bit more money, 225. Yeah, they really reduced how much money you get per milestone. So it definitely takes a lot more management now. But I'm really enjoying the challenge of City Skylines 2 now. I think it takes a lot more planning and work and balancing. And I think we're getting really close to helping our city be fixed. everyone, I did a little bit of work in detailing off camera. I did add this elementary school here, and I used the recolor mod to kind of just change it up a little bit, you know, and gave it the black and orange and a little bit of a spooky Halloween theme maybe. But yeah, you know, I think it really looks nice and fits well in this area. Again, I think, you know, using kind of the taller assets really helps. I really enjoy how this area came out as well, all the green buildings. And yeah, I really love the EU mixed use. They just look so much better. So I think this whole area is looking really quite nice. Parking is not quite being utilized, even though they're on the street, but hey, city skylines. I also can see that traffic is flowing quite well all along here now. And I did do a little bit of changes in this intersection here. So one of our buses that goes out of the city, it was supposed to stop here and it was missing from there. So I've ran it here now and I've given it a little bit of an extra sort of bus priority lane this way. And then also I did add a right turn lane here just to kind of help anyone that was heading into the city here. And now this one goes just straight on, so the buses have access to that, which is great. So that should also help this intersection as well. But yeah, I'd say overall the city's looking quite nice over here. Just kind of green belted a little bit of some of the areas that were sitting in the open. Did add a few roads over here as well, just to kind of, again, help boost some connectivity and try and take a little bit of pressure off this intersection as well. This was kind of one of the only entrances into the city. So anyone kind of coming this way, maybe wanting into this area, can now go through here as well. So that's kind of connected up to our college. And yeah, I think things are really looking nice. I wanted to try and change the color of this building, but unfortunately you can't with recolor mod, so that's okay. Only some of the signature buildings have that ability. But yeah, overall I'd say this is really looking nice. Let's go ask ourselves now, did we solve our other issues? So starting with garbage, we can see now we don't have a garbage symbol over our small coal power plant, and it's now working at 113% efficiency, which is great. So we're now generating a lot of power, which is fantastic. If we look at our power options here, if I click the right button, we can see that we're actually still exporting a little bit of power. So we're probably going to need to look into producing some more soon as well, but overall that's looking pretty well. Garbage wise, let's see how we're doing over here. Our landfill is approaching being full. We are still processing at 203. This is also working at a higher efficiency. So yeah, garbage processing again will be another thing that we'll definitely be looking at in the future. Our citizen happiness, they're now way at the top level here, so they're very happy, which is good to see. It does show a little bit of a downward trend, but so far everything looks to be holding pretty steady there as well. So overall I'd say that's another bonus there, and that's another issue solved. And finally, when it comes to education, we haven't been able to afford a university yet either. It'll just take a little bit of time, but we are making lots of money, so there's definitely going to be some room in the budget. But just looking at our education, we are totally good on elementary. High school is good, and college is teetering on the edge. You can really see that this university demand though is really starting to kick in. So we're gonna need to be looking at that pretty soon. But as people progress through our different education services as well, you'll see that, you know, 39% are, you know, poorly educated, so they've gone to elementary school, but only 9% are uneducated. So eventually, as people progress through the system, we should hopefully see these levels start to balance. So I don't want to flood too much capacity, but yeah, I did add just a little extension here, took out a couple row homes as well, but just to kind of give this high school a little bit more space as well. So yeah, looking at our budget overall, we've got a 1.2 million surplus, and I think I did it off camera. I did actually already pay back the loan we took for the college as well. So if we wanted to, we could take out another loan if we wanted to get the university right away. But yeah, I'd say overall we have solved all our problems. So I really appreciate everyone joining me for Jetzburg today. If you did enjoy the episode, please do leave a like and comment below, as well as don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with the series. But I'll leave you with the closing cinematics, so take care. Bye-bye.